What's up, everybody? It's your boy BookitwithTrent here on another episode of The Yap. Thank you for joining me. Grab your yappuccinos because I've got a lot of shit to be yapping about this morning, but it's almost Friday, so we're feeling good. Quick sip, quick rip. Grab your yappuccinos. Cheers. Let's fucking bitch about some shit wagers. So much going on right now. We got MLB playoffs, which has been absolutely electric. Exactly what we thought it'd be and more. We got NHL and NBA season right around the corner, which is the best fucking time of the year. And we're in the swing of prime football, which nothing beats prime football, bro. I feel like prime football it just rules. It's at the top right now compared to all the other events that are going on in terms of sports. Nothing beats fucking football, which is kind of a bummer because I feel like baseball is kind of taking a step back. And when I remember growing up, postseason baseball, it was like everybody gathered around the TV to watch this shit. And I feel like it's not as hype as it used to be. But at least the games have been fucking great so far. And I know a lot of sports bettors love that shit now that they're into betting and betting on baseball. It's very stressful, but it's a lot of fun. And speaking of stressful, let's go right into the rest and piss segment. No better way to start this shit off than to chalk some shit up, especially on the diamond with 3 teams officially departing the playoffs. One of them being the team that I had everything in me to win the whole goddamn thing. Turns out they didn't even win a fucking game against the worst team that made the playoffs. The Houston Astros. Rest in fucking piss. I was in complete shambles after game 1. That was a brutal, brutal loss. Being down 3 runs to Scooble felt like we were down 10. And we were just having horrific at-bats. Granted, Scooble being the Cy Young winner in the American League, he showed up and did his thing and did what GOATs do in the playoffs, and that's what he did, just went out there and pitched a fucking gem. What really pissed me off, though, was having 7 different no-name bullpen pitchers come out in Game 2 and all look like Cy Young winners against the Astros in this power-filled lineup. Yordan Alvarez, Jose Altuve, Kyle Tucker didn't do jack shit all fucking series long, and ultimately it came down to really that. Even the bottom half of the order for the Stros was kind of doing their job. Jason Hayward had amazing at-bats and clutch moments, but I mean, Yordan swinging first pitch, lazy ground ball to the fucking second baseman 3 times yesterday. Altuve striking out. Kyle Tucker looked absolutely atrocious. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I know he's been injured the last 5 months, but maybe he wasn't ready to come back. I don't know. Yainer Diaz and John Singleton were the only 2 guys who fucking wanted it in that lineup, and it showed. The Tigers, the gritty Tigers, America's team, being on the wrong side of the whole America's team narrative felt really shitty. I felt like I was the only guy that really gave a fuck about the Stros losing, because everybody on Twitter was splooging for the Tigers. And everybody fucking nuked the Tigers too. So everybody's happy and made coin. I fucking bet, dude. Of course I'm on the wrong side of that shit. The Braves can also rest in piss. That team fucking sucks too. Granted, they had a bunch of injuries this season and the expectation wasn't really too high for them. But, man, that team can't hit also. Michael Harris, really the only fucking guy who wanted it in that lineup too. And the Padres were just the overall better team in that series. So shout out the Padres for making me some coin last night and shutting the door on the Braves. I don't know if there's anyone more horrendous than the Baltimore Orioles, though. Absolute rat piss organization that can rest and piss happily. What a rat shit team, dude. What a horrible, horrible performance in the wild card. You couldn't have asked for anything worse out of the Baltimore Orioles. 1 run in 18 innings of baseball, postseason baseball, against the Royals, who squeaked their way in there. Insane. Gunnar Henderson and Bobby Witt, don't even fucking compare the two. Bobby is 10 times better than Gunnar. And Santander, I mean, that dude had horrendous at-bats. Bases loaded, no outs. The Orioles don't fucking score. That's insane. But yeah, the Orioles, I feel bad for O's fans, dude. I mean, I feel like every year, and in baseball, it's so painful because there's so many games, and your team can be absolutely killing it all year for 6 fucking months, and then you go play 2 games in the playoffs and you lose and you're done. And I feel like O's fans got to be fucking demoralized from this shit. I think they've won 2 playoff games in the last like 25 years or some shit. That's bad. That's really bad. So rest in peace to Baltimore Orioles fans and Atlanta Braves fans and Houston Astros fans. Your teams are fucking dog shit. Especially the Astros, dude. I can't believe they paid Josh Hader that much just to come in and fuck everything up. He makes more coin than the whole Tigers fucking 26-man roster, which is insane. And I would be lying if I said I wasn't shocked that this fucking happened. But I'm definitely shocked that it was in the second game of the goddamn wild card against the moose shit Tigers. It's unbelievable, bro. Fuck the Astros and fuck Josh Hader. Hader's on the same level as Kimbrel, 100%. Dude needs to make his way out if any team is serious about winning a championship. Don't have fucking closers who can't do their one job. I don't know why I continuously see it so much in this league that guys just stay on teams who consistently blow games for them. It's insane. We saw it from Hader all year long. There was nothing new. And I can't believe they paid him that much fucking coin, bro. You got Parker Meadows hitting one of the fucking parking lot off the guy you paid $20 million for in the goddamn playoffs. God, I could go on for hours about that shit series, but it was just so classic of me to put the America's Team Tigers into the next round and play the Guardians, which leads me into my MLB series picks for the next round, the AL and NLDS. We don't know who's playing the Phillies yet, considering the Mets and Brewers still have to play tonight. And the cat's out of the bag. I'm nuking the Brewers. Fuck the Mets, dude. They ain't winning that shit. Brewers are the better team overall, and they're moving on to the next round. But with the series that are already set, there's 3 of them, and I'm giving you all 3 picks. I'm taking the Guardians over the Tigers, minus 120 to win that series. Cleveland is clearly the better team here. They have better pitching. They have a way better lineup, way better bullpen, and they have a closer who can actually shut the door. The Tigers squeaked by the Astros. I'll give it to them. It was a legit win, no doubt. But I just don't know if the magic is going to be running long enough for them to get past this well-rounded Cleveland Guardians team. And I feel confident taking the Guardians at minus 120. Kind of a short line, a little bit surprising. But surely the Guards are going to probably have to face Scooble at some point. So you know that at least the Tigers are going to get 1, if not 2. But give me the Guards over the Moose Tigers, bro. The Cinderella comes to an end in the ALDS. Next series, Royals, Yankees. The Yankees are going to do the same shit as the Orioles did. Nothing. I guarantee it. I already see it. Everybody's splooging for the Yanks, so bricked up. This is finally their year. Judge and Soto finally going to get it done. And then we're going to get to the series. I guarantee you both of them are fucking dead silent. Don't do shit. They're going to have to face Reagans, and they're going to have to face a couple guys in this Royals rotation that are solid. But I think the Yankees bullpen is not going to be able to keep them around in this 7-game series. And I think that the Royals are getting hot at the right time, led by Bobby Witt, who just knows how to play small and smart baseball. He plays the game the right way, and he's going to lead this team past the Moose Yankees. And you're getting plus 190. Give me the value on that. The Yankees will find a way to fuck this up. If not this series, the next one, I guarantee it. So give me the Royals at plus 190. And let's go to the last series, Dodgers-Padres. As much as I know the sell job for the Dodgers is fucking coming, it didn't feel right in me to take the Padres. It didn't. It felt wrong. So I'm taking the Dodgers. Not confident in this at all. We know the Dodgers are banged up. We know their pitching rotation's completely shot. And we know that their GOATs are totally capable of going cold in big moments like they did fucking last year. But this is the first time Shohei Ohtani has sniffed the playoffs in his entire career. How am I not backing him? Dodgers are my GOATs. I'm sticking with them. Fuck the Padres. Give me LA. Minus 130 to win that series. And those are my picks. But now that the Astros are out, MLB Fade God is officially activated. I don't give a shit about what anybody needs or wants. No team is safe anymore, okay? For those who don't know, all this shit started with the Fade God at the very beginning of the World Series 3 years ago with the Astros and the Braves, and I managed to fuck around and pick every single game of that playoff. Not even the World Series. The ALDS, NLDS, CS and World Series, I went 0 for 17 on MLB picks. Started making TikToks, and that's how this whole shit operation here that we do started, was because I literally couldn't pick playoff baseball winners. So just so you know, your team is not safe if it's still in the playoffs, because I will be fucking nuking them and they will lose outright multiple times. So with that being said, I know MLB's coming to an end, but NBA and NHL season are finally around the corner. They start this weekend, and I've missed it so much. I already know that 2 weeks into the CHL season, I'm going to be saying, fuck, dude, I hate SOGs. I hate taking puck lines, all that shit, but it's the same shit, different year. But it is exhilarating and very fun to watch, and hockey's electric. And same with the NBA. I cannot wait for that to come. I haven't cooked goat whales for either one yet. I honestly don't know if I'm going to do a shell goat whale or not, because I just don't know enough to not take my goats every single year. Matthews, McKinnon, who else is my fucking goat? McDavid. It's the same guys. I mean, how am I not going to just take the same guys every time? Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. I don't know, but our boy Shell God has a $10,000 NHL goat whale that he's going to be sweating out. I might just have to tail that. I have seen it though, and I don't love it. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do or not. But NBA season, I will absolutely be getting dialed in, crafting a Prize Picks season-long sweat. But I just looked at the squares that they have available, and there's not shit up yet. So I'm going to definitely wait to craft and finalize that. But I'm just so excited for NBA. I love that shit. Heartbreaking end of the season for my Thunder last year, but I know that they're coming for a vengeance this season, and they've got so many new pieces that I'm so hyped to watch this year. But the NBA, I didn't know I missed it as much as I did. I feel like NBA is the best product to use Prize Picks for, without a doubt. NFL is fun, baseball is fun, but I feel like in terms of instant gratification and being able to watch your play, NBA is the best. Nothing's better than taking points and rebounds and shit. It's my fucking favorite. And sweating that shit out during the week, there's nothing better. Speaking of sweating that shit out, let's get to some Thursday night picks. More to come on NHL and NBA season as we get closer to the season starting. Next week, I will cover more on what I'm going to be taking for futures and season-long plays. But let's get to some Thursday night whales. Pretty slow sports day, but we do have Thursday night football. We've got a big playoff MLB game and 2 moose shit college football games. But cat's out of the bag. I'm rocking the jersey. I'm taking Falcons -2 against the Buccaneers tonight at home. You got the Buccaneers coming off a big win against, who they fucking play again? The Eagles. They dominated the fucking Eagles last weekend. And the Falcons also coming off a big win against the Saints last week. But I just think that the Falcons are starting to really click on offense, and their defense has actually surprised a lot of people. And I was really impressed with how they were able to win last week on that field goal by Koo, who's fucking goated, by the way. I wouldn't be shocked if this is a field goal game all night tonight. But really, my attention will be on Bijan Robinson and every fucking yard that this dude is able to get for us tonight for the goat whale. He's the one dude holding us back, and we need him to come through so badly with a big game to get us right back on track. He's on pace still, but from what I saw at the tail end of last week, in the second half, they were going to Algiers way more than they were Bijan, which has me very, very concerned about the goat whale, because Bijan's holding us back right now, and it's fucking bullshit, dude. I really didn't think we'd be in this position with the new head coach and the new offense and Kirk Cousins, and here we are 4 weeks into the season, damn near watching Bijan almost lose his fucking job, dude. I was bitching about this last episode, but I really, really need Bijan to come through for me tonight and at least get me 100 yards, rushing and receiving. His rushing line on Prize Picks is like 61. Didn't love to see that, but his receiving yards are like 30. So it's damn near, his line's pretty much at 92.5. So if he can just get us over 100 tonight, I would be so happy. And I would be out of Houston Astros pissed, because now all my attention is on the NFL goat whale. as my only future that is currently actively pending. So please, Bijan, just fucking do your job tonight, man. Just when you get the ball, just make the most of it, because Algier's doing way more, bro. And speaking of Algier, he's 1,000% scoring first tonight, 100%, without question. I would take my chances with Algier scoring first than I would Bijan. Every time they're in the red zone, I find myself scratching my fucking head wondering where the fuck is Bijan? Algier is getting 4 carries in the red zone. And it's going to happen tonight, and it's plus 1,100. I would take that way before I took Bijan to score first at plus 400. And if Bijan scores first, great. I'm fucking hyped for him, because that means he did it by getting some yards, hopefully, and not a 1-yard rush. But I'm telling you, take Algier before Bijan, man. His touchdown on the books is minus 140, and they still have that shit on Prize Picks hanging in front of us. Yeah, I fucking bet. It's Algier tonight. Take it. So Falcons minus 2. Algier first touchdown. We got a MLB playoff game, Mets Brewers. I'm taking the Brewers. Cat's out the bag. Brewers money line. And then 2 moose shit college football games. Texas State, Troy. Completely transparent with y'all. Couldn't name one player in either game, but you know I'm fucking betting on it. Did a little research for about 30 seconds. Saw that Texas State and Troy, they score a lot. The line's 56.5. Pretty high for a college football game. Give me the over in Texas State, Troy. And then in the next one, Sam Houston, UTEP. Went back and looked at UTEP's schedule. Not one game has gone over this total. They don't score. They got a pretty solid defense. Sam Houston's kind of a wag. They're first place in this conference. But I expect this one to be slow pace. Let's get Sam Houston to chew the clock and run the football and get out of there with under 50 points. And that might be a 4-leg lay. Brewers, Falcons, Texas State over, Sam Houston under. You got a favorite, a money line, an over, and an under. W formula right there for Thursday night. Little 4-piece Johnson and a first touchdown scorer. I don't know if I'm parlaying it. Actually, no, fuck that. I'm parlaying it. So that's going to be my 4 picks for tonight. And to leave you guys off with some weekend whalers. Looked at the college football slate and the NFL slate. Really gross college football weekend, by the way. There's like 2 big games that really mean shit. And the rest is just kind of randos playing randos. And then NFL, too, is really difficult this week. All short lines. I found 2 plays on both slates that I love and I want to share with you guys. So you going into the weekend, you know what not to fucking pick, because I'm dog shit at betting football. Honestly, when I opened the college football board, I got pissed off thinking about how rat shit last weekend was. But I'm going back to 2 teams that cost me coin last weekend, because that's how this shit works. If it doesn't work the first time, go right back to it, because it always fucking happens that way. I'm taking the Washington Huskies, UW, minus 2.5 against Michigan. Unranked favorite against number 10 Michigan at home. I tried this shit last week. It didn't work. I woke up at 10 a.m. on Saturday, and Baylor was already down 20 with this fucking system. But like I said, if it didn't work the first time, go right back to it. Why are the reigning champions a dog against the team they fucking beat in the championship game that just lost to fucking Rutgers? And Michigan just beat USC, and I forgot who they beat last week, but they're riding a high. Why the fuck are the Huskies at minus 2.5? Could not tell you. Have zero clue. Haven't looked at the injury report. I don't know. But from what I've learned as a gambler, all the fucking bozos see Michigan 10 ranked at plus chick. Put that in the parlay. That shit's not fucking hitting. Give me Washington. I'll probably be taking the money line because I do not want to get fucked by another goddamn point in football anymore. I'm too sensitive to it. So give me the Huskies money line. And next up, give me A&M money line at home against big dog number 9, fucking Mizzou. Fuck Mizzou, dude. A&M wins big games at home. They did it last week. I think they played Arkansas. They didn't cover for me. That's why we're taking the ML recently in football, because these spreads are just way too fucking sharp for me. And I'm tired of losing coin being right about the team that wins, but not by enough. So give me A&M money line against Mizzou. It's going to be a great game, probably one of the only good ones this weekend. But those are my two whales. And I will leave you with a Friday play for college football. Syracuse, horrific program. Awful product on the football field. That team fucking sucks. UNLV coming off a blowout win last week against Fresno State, despite all the drama with the NIL deals and the quarterbacks and all that bullshit. That shit was a max. And I'm running it back this week with UNLV on Friday night, only because of how moose shit Syracuse is. That team is horrible. I hope I'm not falling for a trap here, but I've had coin on this Syracuse team twice this year, and they've looked atrocious. And UNLV just put on a fucking show last week. So let's run that back with the Rebs and give me the 6.5 on Friday night. But two NFL dogs that I love, super rare. I normally don't like dogs, but I feel like these two picks are right in my wheelhouse, and I might have gotten in my fucking bag here. Give me the Rams +3 against the Packers in LA. These games between LaFleur and McVay are always close and within a field goal, if not a touchdown. I think the Rams can fuck around and win this one. You got two teams that are totally banged up, and they're just kind of shells of their actual selves. But I still think that this can be a scrappy, low-scoring game. Honestly, the under could be a max. But in a matchup between LaFleur and McVay, give me the dog, especially if the dog is McVay. Give me Rams +3. I love the play. Stafford bounced back after getting destroyed against the Bears last week. I know the Packers also lost last week too, but I just think the Rams are a bit hungrier here. And, yeah, love that pick. Last play for the football slate, I'm giving you Bengals +3 at home against the Ravens. This is totally a game that makes that division more even, and the Rams and Bengals are going to be tied with the record after this game because I think the Bengals win outright, to be honest with you. But we know that the Bengals play down to their competition and play up to their competition. They played the Chiefs really well 2 weeks ago. They should have won that fucking game outright. But then they go out and lose to the fucking Commanders by 25. It makes no sense. But we have a really good team in the Ravens coming to town for Cincinnati. And this is just such a game that they show up for and get back on track and get their shit together. I already see it now. Everybody's super high on Lamar after blowing out the fucking Bills last week, thinking that the Ravens are probably free here. I bet the Bengals are coming for coin. Bengals and Rams +3. I feel like those are two winners. I might have just gotten my fucking duffel here. But that was a lot of yapping. Yap sesh, to be honest with you. We had some chirps, we had some nukes, we had some whales. I fucking love it. It's that time of year where sports are officially, fully back. And I appreciate you guys tuning in and supporting the Yap. We got a fucking gardener over here mowing the grass, and it's about to be loud as fuck. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Appreciate y'all. Stay tuned for my Prize Picks lineups on Twitter coming out later today. And make sure you're watching all the streams on the Twitch channel. Bookit Sports. GG's. We'll be seeing.